This video is about evaluate the trig function of 15 degree and 75 degree by using trig identities. Let's go over the quadrant and the angle in each quadrant. This is the first quadrant, second, third, and fourth quadrant. So we have all students take calculus. We know the first quadrant angle, let's label as alpha. We call this alpha is a reference angle. Any angle in other quadrants can be expressed by using reference angle alpha. The second quadrant angle, we can use 180 degree minus alpha. Let's label this as a theta. For the third quadrant, we use theta equals 180 degree plus alpha. And the fourth quadrant angle, we use 360 degree minus alpha. We can also figure out the reference angle. Alpha equals 180 degree minus theta. For third quadrant, alpha equals theta minus 180 degree. For fourth quadrant, alpha equals 360 degree minus theta. The relationship between theta and alpha, it will be the trig of theta equals positive trig of alpha or negative trig of alpha. So let's go to 15 degree. This 15 degree, we can write down 45 degree minus 30 degree. Or you can use 60 degree minus 45 degree. It's really up to you. I will use this 45 degree minus 30 degree. Therefore, for sine 15 degree equals sine 45 degree minus 30 degree. These three identities is called the compound angle identities. We will use these three to figure out sine 15 degree, cosine 15 degree, and tangent 15 degree. For sine 15 degree, we can write down sine 45 degree minus 30 degree. For sine A plus or minus B, that is SC plus or minus CS. For cosine equals CC minus or plus SS. Sine 45 degree minus 30 degree. We know that's SC minus CS. So we get sine 45 degree cosine 30 degree minus cosine 45 degree sine 30 degree. Then we plug in the value. You have sine 45 degree, that is square root of 2 over 2 times cosine 30, that is square root of 3 over 2. Then minus cosine 45 is a square root of 2 over 2 times sine 30 is 1 over 2. So you will get this is a 4 and a square root of 6 minus a square root of 2. This is a sine 15 degree. For cosine 15 degree. We will use cosine 45 degree minus 30 degree. That is a CC plus SS. So we get cosine 45 degree, cosine 30 degree, plus sine 45 degree times sine 30 degree. Then we plug in. You will get square root of 2 over 2 times square root of 3 over 2 plus square root of 2 over 2 times 1 over 2. The answer will be square root of 6 plus square root of 2 over 4. For tangent 15 degree, you can use sine over cosine to figure out, or you can use this formula. Let me show you how to use this formula. That is a tangent 45 degree minus 30 degree. So we get tangent 45 minus tangent 30 degree. Then 1 plus the sign will be different. Tangent 45 degree times tangent 30 degree. We know for tangent 45 degree, it's 1. So 1 minus tangent 30 degree is square root of 3 over 3. Then 1 plus tangent 30 is square root of 3 over 3. Top and bottom, we multiply by 3. So you will get 3 minus the square root of 3 over 3 plus square root of 3. Then we need to simplify. For top and bottom, we will multiply the conjugate of 3 plus square root of 3. That is 3 minus the square root of 3. For conjugate multiply, you will get 3 squared minus the square root of 3 squared. For the top, we will use a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. To figure out, you will get 3 squared is 9 minus 2 times 3 times the square root of 3, that is 6 square root of 3. Then plus 3. So that you will get 9 minus 3 is 6. Here is 12 minus 6 square root of 3. Reduce, you will get 2 minus square root of 3. This is a tangent 15 degree. We already figured out sine 15 degree, cosine 15 degree, tangent 15 degree. We need to figure out that cotangent 15 degree. That equals 1 over 2 minus square root of 3. 1 over 2 minus the square root of 3. We need to simplify. Top and bottom, we need to multiply by the conjugate of 2 minus the square root of 3. That is 2 plus square root of 3. Then you will get 2 squared minus the square root of 3 squared. Top is 2 plus the square root of 3. Denominator is 1. Numerator will be 2 plus the square root of 3. So we get cotangent 15 equals 2 plus square root of 3. 2 plus square root of 3. Then check for 15 degree and a 75 degree. You add these 2 degree, you get the 90 degree. So we can use a cofunction formula to figure out trig function of 75 degree. We know sine 15 degree, it equals cosine 75 degree, according to the cofunction formula. Cofunction, you see this is a cosine. These two angles adding will be 90 degree. So you will have a cosine 15 degree equals sine 75 degree. For cotangent 15 degree equals tangent 75 degree. We know the sine 15 degree, that is a square root of 6 minus a square root of 2 over 4. Sine 75 degree, it will be cosine 15 degree, that is a square root of 6 plus a square root of 2 over 4. For tangent 75 degree equals cotangent 15 degree, that is 2 plus square root of 3. Let me show you how to evaluate these 4 trig functions. For first one, that is a sine 105 degree. First of all, you need to figure out the reference angle. 105 degree, that is a second quadrant. So the reference angle equals 180 degree minus 105 degree equals 75 degree. Since this is a second quadrant, so say as t, sine will be positive. The other two is negative, which means sine 105 degree equals positive sine. Reference angle is 75 degree. For sine 75 degree, that equals cosine 15 degree equals square root of 6 plus square root of 2 over 4. Let's go to second question. Cosine 7 pi over 12. Remember 1 over 12 pi or pi over 12 equals 15 degree. Therefore, 7 pi over 12 equals 105 degree. Basically, we are looking for cosine 105 degree. We already know the reference angle is 17.5 degree. But for the second quadrant, say ST, cosine will be negative. So negative cosine 75 degree. Cosine 75, that is a sine 15 degree. Sine 15 degree, we already figured out that is a negative square root of 6 minus the square root of 2 over 4, which means square root of 2 minus the square root of 6 over 4. Let's go to number 3, tangent 17 pi over 12. So 17 pi over 12 equals 17 times 15 equals 255 degree. So we can write down tangent 255 degree. Go to third quadrant, say as T. negative, negative, here is a positive. Reference angle equals 255 degree minus 180 degree. Using this formula, you will get 75 degree. In other words, tangent 255 degree equals positive tangent 75 degree. Tangent 75 degree equals cotangent 15 degree. For cotangent 15 degree, we already know that is 2 plus square root of 3. Let's go to number 4. Sine 11 pi over 12. 11 pi over 12, that is 11 times 15 degree. That is 165 degree. So we can write down sine 165 degree. 165 degree, that is a second quadrant. So say as a T. Sine is a positive, cosine tangent is negative. We know the reference angle equals 180 degree minus 165 degree equals 15 degree. So you will get positive sine 15 degree. You will get square root of 6 minus square root of 2 over 4. So when you use compound angle identities to evaluate trig functions, as long as you can remember the value of a trig function of 15 degree, you can figure out the trig function of n pi over 12.